Alright, welcome guys to a new video where I give my impressions about the latest banner in Fire Emblem Heroes, Regal Rabbits, which is releasing tomorrow or the 19th of March. So this is a new kind of video. I'm trying something new. This one was done in PowerPoint due to lack of time to invest my editing skills in something better. But the next one by the Mythic Hero banner, I'll do something better than this. This is a little improvised, so sorry if it looks a bit rough. So here we've got ourselves four new units. Uh, of them, one is completely new to the game, and it's almost like Grail, where Spring Bruno was introduced to the game via an out banner, a seasonal banner. So Grail is limited to Valentine's Day and Spring Bruno to Easter. So, of all four units, I think he's the least likely one to keep. Well, I know it's Bruno, yes, it's a new unit, but his base kit is less than desirable. Of course, he has a new skill, like almost every unit that comes out. Not only does he have the Ovoid Staff, which is at the Breath of Life tree, which is also fodderable if for some reason you'd want it. I don't think it's a good investment because well, Breath of Life is, how can I say it? I, it's like IS doesn't want you to use Breath of Life. It's always bound to some of the I want yeah, I will say worst, some of the worst heroes of the game. On the performing arts banner, everyone have had Breath of Life 3, but Azura. And what did Azura get? Plus 3 to all stats if danced. So you can see there's a contrast between the good unit of the banner and the bad ones. Not only, but you have Martyr Plus and Miracle, both healer tied skills, which are, I won't say extremely common, but you can find it in other heroes and you don't have to fodder off a seasonal unit. But the skills that are kind of useful to fodder are Attack Defense Push, which is a new skill. The push, the first push skill was released with Samartana, Attack Speed Push, but since then we haven't got ourselves a new push skill. This one gives attack defense plus 5, and that implies Bruno will have high attack and a good defense, like New Year's Levitain. But he will also lack in speed and probably in res. Attack defense push is great with heroes that can charge against the enemy. For example, Legendary Ephraim. He's a good unit for this skill. The problem being, once you activate it and get the attack defense plus 5 bonus on your first round of combat, you cannot proc it once again unless you got yourself a weapon that heals, for example, Carrot Axe or even a healer with you. You cannot use it anytime soon. So of course it comes with its drawbacks, but it's an amazing skill. And it's not like attack defense solo. Do you have one of them? Okay, Death Rest solo, for example, from Duma. You don't need to be bound to a specific position, and for now it's exclusive to him. And the last skill he has is Dazzling Staff, which is a very uncommon skill. I think only Maribel has it on the common summoning pool. The rest of them are all seasonals, and I'm probably wrong with that, but the foe cannot counter attack. The most permanent skills on the new healer units come with Wrathful Staff, and then you refine your weapon for the Dazzling Staff effect. But this one comes with Dazzling Staff, and if you want one of those and you get a Spring Bruno, here you are, you can have one of those. I would fire him off to attack defense push, and I would not keep him. He doesn't look like a good unit so far, but I guess we'll have to see when the data mine drops, and I'll have a solid opinion on him. I'll not be spending any orbs on any of the heroes so far because, well, Halloween Me is coming back really soon, and that's already going to be quite expensive for me and my orbs. Well, let's just say I'm not going to have a single one of them after the new mythic hero. Okay, the next hero being Spring Veronica. She's the most likely one to keep because she has a PRF, but she also has 4 skills, which is less than the number of skills other heroes have, which is 5. One of them being the PRF, which gives speed +3, and Present Spectrum +4 to all skills. You can combo that weapon with Present Attack Speed for the A slot, and for the seal, either Present Attack Defense or Res, depends on which one is better on Spring Veronica. So far we have no information about them, but still, it's a good PRF, and you can have triple Present as well. You can do something like an Alphonse build. But to use the present skill on the A slot, you have to sacrifice green dual flying, which many people are going to fodder off to better units. For example, year 1 units that have low BST, so you can have the not only the HP +5 bonus, but the arena bonus, which increases your BST on these modes. So far, it's exclusive to the unit, but it's the best one to be foddered. Glimmer, there's no reason to fodder. There's no reason to fodder Spring Veronica for Glimmer, which is one of the worst skills she has. I'm not saying it's a bad skill. I'm saying you can find it in almost any unit you see. And Chill Rest Tree, which is uncommon, but well, you got it with New Year Leg Yarn, so it's almost a free to play skill so far. It's not like no Chill Attack is free, Chill Defense as well. It's not like no Chill Speed. Yeah, okay. The chill abilities are now accessible to free to players. So Spring Veronica is the most likely one to keep because she will have high speed and at least a decent attack to wreak havoc with the Glimmer, which when which we'll see how dangerous she is when the data mine drops. And then probably the most useful fodder, no, second most useful. Okay, Spring Marissa, which not only is not one of the OCs, because last spring we had Alphonse and Sharina, but she's she's a Marissa alt. Someone out there must have wanted her so much that she finally came. All of her skills are fodderable. Yes, all of her skills. From oh, that's true. From the whole banner, only one skill cannot be foddered. You cannot inherit Veronica's weapon, which is Fiu 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 Egg, the new egg, which I'll not try to pronounce it. Okay, she comes with Flashing Carrot, which is not the best less available, but if you have 100% HP, you gain +2 to all stats. So it's not like a Spectrum push, which you lose 1 HP after combat, but there are certainly better weapons than Flashing Carrot. It can be refined and it can be inherited. It's a great weapon, yes, but considering her options, you have better things to do. Reposition. Again, it only comes with reposition to combo with speed defense link because, well, you shouldn't fodder her for reposition. It's like foddering Legendary Roy for renewal, which is not recommended to say the least. And she comes with speed defense link, a new skill, which okay, I'm gonna say I'm a big fan of the link skills. they're really fun to use, especially if legendary Azura and legendary Lucina, which have great movement options. So when you when you have lots of movement capabilities, it's a great skill. It's for now it's exclusive to her, and she also comes with Flyer Guidance 3. I would fodder her off for Flyer Guidance. Why? I know it's written there as exclusive to her, right here, but it's not. It's only available for her, and it's Wings of Fate Veronica. Veronica, no, sorry, Hinoka. And Hinoka is, I know it's available on the common summoning pool, but it's a 5-star locked unit. And Flyer Guidance is an amazing skill if you have flyer bound teams. And the Flyer Guidance combos well with the new Spring Veronica and the next unit, Spring Paula. Spring Marisa, I, I can't say yet if I would keep her because I don't know about her stats. I don't know if she's fast and hits hard. I don't know if she has frail defenses. Again, we'll have to see. But from from her base kit, I would say I would fodder her. But if I got one, I would think twice before doing that. Which is not the case with Spring Paula, because her weapon description is so obnoxious. I literally copy and pasted it from Game Press. Not only is it effective against armored foes, but if you're have advantage on the weapon triangle, for example against Surtur, you already kill him, but you kill him twice because it neutralizes status effects and disables skills that prevent follow-ups during combat. So, if you have Wary Fighter, that won't stop you. Spring Paula will eat through your defenses, and if you think, no, Spring Paula is a bad unit, she won't kill that many Surturs because she won't be that famous. Okay, it's fireable. You can inherit it to any dagger unit. If you want an air with flashing carrots, you can have it. That weapon is even better than it's not Spring. The latest Hinoka that dropped with the bucket. That bucket was so good because it killed dragons. This one kills armors. If Surtur is such a tough unit to kill, you can have a Spring Paula. It is the best unit to pull, yes. If you want to fodder, yes. And if you want to keep her, also yes. Just because of the not the PRF, sorry, the weapon. So the problem being, she's a red unit. So that keeps you from getting her too often to fodder. So if you're aiming to plus 10 her, good luck. And she also comes with Draconic Aura, the base Draconic Aura. You can find it on lots of units. And Swift Sparrow. It's classified here as common, not only because it's present in. Oh, okay, I think there are at least 12 units with Swift Sparrow. There are probably more. But not only is it that common, but you have Nisala. It's a free Swift Sparrow unit. So there's no reason to put it as uncommon or exclusive or rare. No, it's a really common skill nowadays. It used to be such a VIP skill. Now it's so common it loses its charm. She also comes with Hone Flyers, which used to be a very exclusive skill, bound to seasonal banners and 5-star only heroes. But now it's you have the new Camilla, which I forgot the banner which they're from, the Hot Springs banner, the Hot Springs Camilla. She has Hone Flyers, so if you wanted some Hone Flyer fodder, you already got some of it. You got at least 2 Camillas, and you can have more for more Grails. But if you want, you could fodder her off, or you could use Flashing Carrot, which is obviously the best one to pick. But she also got Disarm Trap. It's marked with a heart, not because it's a great skill. No, because it's kind of crappy when compared to what she can do. It's literally Disarm Trap. If you're either Ether Raids and no other modes, you disarm a trap. So far, we have no idea if you step on that and you don't get affected, or if you stand on that and the trap's effect is nullified. For example, no one takes damage, or if it's only you, or if you can break the trap from far away because it's a ranged unit. And we also don't know how to whom it can be inherited. It's at least flyers, and we can be almost sure it's infantry because infantry has access to almost every skill present in the game. Come on. So it's exclusive to the unit, yes, but I'm getting a vibe that it's like the live for bounty and live for honor skills, which are really, really bad. Come on, why would you want 1.5 times more crystals or shards? Uh, when I okay, I'm not going to say that one is similar to them, but I'm going to say it is as useless as, because if you need to step on it, then it's a really bad skill. Why would you want it? You have better B skills. But if you can just go from far away and attack the trap and then disarm it, then it's a useful skill. The problem being how effective it is. About the unit itself, I mean, it's a great fodder for many, many reasons, but it is probably good as a unit itself because it's focused on her attack and speed because of Swift Sparrow, Horn Flyers, and the massive damage she deals against a blue armored unit on the trailer. So she's probably one of the best to start off. I wouldn't pull for her just because of how unlikely it is to pull for a red unit. Spring Marissa, she's got her uses, and since she's blue, it's more likely you get one of her and instantly fodder because, well, he's a good fodder. Spring Veronica, I, I wouldn't inherit her. I would keep her. Keep her just because of the PRF. And because I can have triple Brazen, like that's fun in any situation. And Spring Bruno, that's a no. I won't have one of you. Thank you. And we also got Spring Loki incoming. We only got her sprites, and I didn't write a screen for her because we don't know any of her skills. It's probably going to have an effect similar to either Overweight Staff or to Flashing Carrot. Because there's not a common theme on the skills, like every single one of them has Breath of Life or it's effective against armored foes. No, there's no common theme. So it can be literally anything. But I'm betting for the worst weapon effects just because she's going to be free. And probably she's going to come with either a push skill for her A slot or for her B slot a link skill because we got that for Titania. And well, so far all link skills have been locked to seasonal units, seasonal 5 stars. It's good to have a free option instead of them. And that were my impressions about the new units and what should you do with them. Tomorrow the banner's dropping, and if you're trying to plus 10 or even get one of those heroes, I wish you a good luck and may you get the unit you wish the most. Because I'm going to save for Halloween Mia, and I'm sure I'm going to plus 10 her. Not because I'm lucky, no, because I have lots of cash to spare. If it wasn't for it, I'll be damned. Cause I don't, yeah, it's similar to this. All of the seasonals, including these ones, if you don't get them now, like I didn't do with Mia, you will only get them either next year or when a new legendary banner drops, which may feature one of those units. So if you if you are if you want one of those, don't wait. Don't wait for another banner. It's going to be a whole year until you get another chance. Go and get him. We don't even know if the game is going to be alive for the next year. So here's your chance.